All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, a 22.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 3rd and 5. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Now Wilson down around his goal line. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He'll return it from the 6. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Green 39! Green 39!
To throw again. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's... that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. David Johnson here on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6, and the Colts add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shifts by him. And now running right through it. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Akeem Hunt now to return. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Jackson on first down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Gone! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And now out come the Jags. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Jackson on second down. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Sean Davis with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. It's brought in left side by Tate. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Flushed out right, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now Jackson looking to throw on second down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Gun, gun!
Jackson now to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Jackson throwing on third and long. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Colts getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right at the 35. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Flush to his right. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Dances by him. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas. Cut, lady. Steal that. Steal that. Steal that.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, Johnson, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Colts on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight.